Hello there, and welcome to this meditation for Patreon. I hope that you are doing well, and I'm just sending you so much love and deep breaths and lots of goodness your way. Today's meditation is going to be about taking up space and standing in your power. So, beginning here, I'm going to pull an animal oracle card to support us in taking up space and standing in our power. I have a candle lit here. Oh. Okay, all right. Cool. All right. So we have 3 cards that flew out of the deck here. We have the bat. I guess this will also be a card reading. We have the bat card, which is all about embracing darkness, honoring the cyclical nature of life, death, rebirth, feeling comfortable in your darkness. Kind of reminds me of shadow work and the shadow self. We have the bear that keeps showing up here specifically for the YouTube community. Also about cyclical nature, changing seasons. You're kind of on the brink of a spiritual awakening, perhaps. And the mouse. The mouse energy feels kind of timid, kind of inward. I feel like this card also is kind of like busy for busy's sake, as opposed to a very like intentional groundedness. Some of the positives of this card are sort of a more observant energy. What I'm feeling into more so here is this sort of fear of standing in your power and taking up space. Of like, who am I amongst the constellation of this world? Kind of even like insecurity in the body, if that resonates with you. To take up space, there is a connection to the physical body. We are entering into Virgo season as I'm making this the first day of Virgo, or second day, I believe, of Virgo season, which is an earth sign, has to do a lot with the physical body, the nervous system. So these 3 together here, like how can we get more sturdy, stable, looking ahead in our power here, and also just embracing the darkness. The moon, the sun, the bear and the bat next to each other look like the 2 parts of the day, right? Like the night versus the morning sun, and how we attune to all of this. This is the Animal Spirit deck by Kim Cran. Let me read about the bear one more time, even though I feel like it escapes me. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. First, the movement and effort are difficult. Bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of the spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes and the warmth of spring emerges and your transformation begins. It almost feels like you had to go through this super dark period in order to have the ability to feel more comfortable standing in your power, not to discredit or belittle, I don't think that's the right word, your experience of like, oh, it's just for like positive reasons, like not taking away the severity, it feels like, of this dark period, but it almost allows you to harness that energy of the bat that is like flying through the darkness, kind of almost with this fearless energy, with this like awakened sense of courage as well. Let me read about the bat really quick. So the bear is an earth energy. The sweet bat is, I believe, an air energy. Yeah. Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. So before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours, which is like two sides of the coin here, right? Like this, the bear kind of seeing the lightness, the morning light, and then the bat, the connection to the moon. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. Again, I feel like tied directly to this bear card, no more lingering in the past, no more lingering in the past, moving forward here. Taking up space as you are in this new day. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Again, this is for the bat card here. And let's read about the mouse really quick. Again, I've pulled these, all three of these, a number of times, specifically for the YouTube community, though. The bear has been showing up like a bunch, kind of that energy of like the more we curse the obstacles that we're going through, the more I feel like we give our power away to them, as opposed to being like the surrender of like accepting that things are happening the way that they're happening without knowing why. It doesn't mean releasing your power. It literally is the opposite, where you're letting go of that which you cannot control, being really rooted in what you know you can control, your thoughts, your reactions to things, your body, things like that. Okay, mouse card here. I was gonna do a separate card video, but these cards seem like they're the cards. The cards for this month. Okay. Sweet mouse. The mouse is also an earth sign, so we have earth and air. Says detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, organized, resourceful, prepared. When out of balance, busy, with no purpose. To bring into balance a meaningful project. Sorry, I keep hitting the shell here. I feel like there's something in there about control as opposed to just like letting nightfall come, letting the sun rise, and how we like orient ourselves in all of it. Are we trying to just control every aspect of our lives from a place of fear? You know, or is there's this openness, this excitement for new beginnings, this presence. And I think a lot about taking up space is to be present with what's going on, is to hold it all in your awareness and to have a sense of peace with it as well. So let's do a visualization here together. Taking a moment to, whether you're sitting or lying down or even standing, feel where your body is being supported by the surface that you're on. Notice what parts of you are touching the surface that you're sitting or lying on. And we're going to imagine that we can almost like burrow, like a bear, not that a bear burrows, but that we have this sort of like cave-like structure around us. I'm going to imagine us kind of burrowing down deep into the heart center, almost down through like your solar plexus area above your belly button. Let's take a deep inhale here together as we imagine kind of even like an elevator slowly going down into the various layers of us, the depth of us. Inhaling, filling up the belly here, and exhaling twice more like that, releasing your jaw muscles, inhaling and exhaling, deflating the balloon of your stomach, inhaling once more here, inhale. And exhale, beginning to even take some gentle stretches here in the body. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Even inviting some movement, so putting the hands out, almost like starfish arms here. Reaching up to the sky, stretching. And releasing, letting it all go, letting the hands flow down, resting on the legs here. So we're going to imagine ourselves in this cave space. This hole in almost like a den within us. Feels like it's deep in the earth of us. Noticing if you've taken the shape of any specific creature, or maybe you shrunk yourself down and you're still in human form here. Just notice the temperature of the air in the depths of your heart space, kind of in the space between, I said, like the solar plexus and the heart chakra. I want you to imagine before you 2 television screens. On one screen is playing the movie of you feeling disempowered. You being fearful and afraid of taking up space. Maybe specific memories are coming through. I'm just sending you Reiki here, holding this field of safety and strength. And notice if you can just watch here, not diving into the TV screen. If you can just be the observer here of this first television screen. Taking a deep breath to notice what's coming up for you, and to meet this place with love, to meet these memories with love. Knowing you don't have to touch into anything, you can simply stay. I invite you to really stay here in this den with your feet planted on the ground. On the next movie screen, directly next to this one, is a movie playing of you, your human self, feeling empowered, taking up space. Specifically in this movie, you're not looking for others to give to you that which you believe you are lacking. In this movie, you feel so connected to your heart space. Your throat chakra, your channel is clear. Your root chakra is expansive, anchored. What kind of things are you doing here? Maybe you're standing in like a Superman hero pose. You're just beginning to notice this like force field around you as you hold your ground with such effortlessness. Like it exudes from the core of you, this groundedness, this force field of love for yourself and all beings. And I want you to take a deep inhale here. Again, just witnessing this screen. I'm going to send Reiki to your heart space here. As you continue to breathe, and see if you would like to maybe turn up the volume or put yourself into the second screen here. The movie screen where you are empowered, you hold a force field of stability and love towards yourself and whomever you meet. Continuing to breathe, feeling yourself expand into this new awareness. Loosening the space, the grip that you have on life. Seeing if you can just loosen it even a little bit here. Going to place my hands hovering over either side of either of your palms, just sending this Reiki, this pure connection to love that you have, this clear connection to your truth, your authenticity, your expression. Feeling your feet connected here to the earth, reminding you are safe. You are being awakened to your own power here. And take some of this amethyst oil. It's a balanced serum. There's lavender in it and almond oil. Just gonna trace through the third eye. Calling in balance, calling in this union between all parts of you, calling in harmony, joy, peace, trust. And as we finish up here, I'm going to just lightly play the singing bowl that I have. Kind of seal the energy that we brought forth today. May you always know your power. May you stand in your own truth. May you be rooted in love. In courage. In harmony. Beginning to come back into the room. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so deeply, and just continuing to send you so much goodness and gratitude. Until next time, my friend.